roll or not?
I'll do that.
You are? Okay.
Ms. Atkinson,
Here, sorry.
Ms. Bowman, Mr. Howe,
Here.
Mr. Lockwood,
Here.
Mr. Munford,
Here.
Ms. Price,
Here.
Chair Davenport.
Here. Unless there's any additions, changes, or corrections to last month's minutes, a motion to accept, please.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Ms. Atkinson, second by Ms. Price.
Ms. Atkinson,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Lockwood,
Yes.
Mr. Munford,
Yes.
Ms. Price,
Yes.
Chair Davenport.
Yes. Before we begin our hearing tonight, our counselor, Mr. Hoy Hodges, will tell you what you have to do in order to get your request approved. Mr. Hodges?
And Mr. Chairman, on all of these applications tonight, I'd ask that the joint zoning ordinance be made a part of the record, the comprehensive plan, the staff report, any exhibits which may be attached to the report should also be made a part of the record. And then we'll need to swear in Amy Scott and Rachel Hurt and recognize their qualifications as zoning administrators.
Do y'all swear to tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Let's see, all three items on the agenda tonight are applications for conditional use permits. And there are certain findings that the board must make, and those are set forth in section 3.9.5 of the zoning ordinance. The board must find that the requested use is not detrimental to the public health, safety, or welfare in the zone in which it is proposed, that the use will not contribute toward an overburdening of municipal services, that the use will not constitute a nuisance, and that it adequately addresses the review criteria in section 3.9.4 of the zoning ordinance, and that it otherwise meets the requirements of the zoning ordinance, such as specific use standards, which do apply to each of these applications tonight. Now, I mentioned review criteria, and the way that ordinance reads is that the applicant must adequately address the review criteria which apply to the requested use, one of which is compatibility. So I can tell you, as sure as I'm sitting here tonight, that you're going to be asked, well, how is this compatible to the area in which you're requesting? So you just be prepared for that, because again, it is your burden to adequately address that matter. In order to prevail, you need a majority vote of those present. Pass vote has no force or effect. If you are not satisfied with the decision here tonight, you can file an appeal, and that would go to Warren Circuit Court. It would have to be filed within 30 days from today. So I believe that has it, Mr. Chairman.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Our first request tonight, Woodburn Baptist Church, Inc., care of David Bales, have filed an application requesting a CUP for religious institution on the properties located, excuse me, 534 and 600 Woodburn Allen Springs Road. The properties are zoned AG agricultural and RE residential estate. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Is it under parking space or window?
Or no view?
There we go. All right. We had a pre-application meeting on September 8th of 2025 for the property that you mentioned, and is highlighted in red, or the properties that you mentioned. The current zoning is agriculture in RE. Their current land use is single-family residential and public institution. And again, the applicants are requesting a CUP to expand the existing religious institution on the properties. The church is proposing to further develop the property for a worship center, a youth center, nursery, increased parking, sports courts, and a playground, which requires an amendment to the existing CUP. In your packets, there are two site plans. The first one is kind of the existing conditions, what the property currently looks like. And then you have another exhibit on what those proposed expansion items will be located and what they envision to look like. We do have a couple of property photos for you. As referenced, that's the existing structure, parking areas there, and then we'll go back to the exhibit. So looking middle of the page, the zoning ordinance reference, Article 5, Section 5.1, the use table, a conditional use permit is required to operate a religious institution on property zoned agriculture and residential estate. At the bottom of page 1 are the conditions that the applicants have supplied with their application. Number 1, church-related activities, including the use of outdoor facilities, as shown on the site plan, shall take place between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m., with exceptions for special events and holidays. Number 2, any changes in access to the site will be reviewed and approved by KYTC. Number 3, the applicant will coordinate any new improvements on the property with the Barren River Health Department to ensure the septic facilities provided on site are adequate for the expanded uses prior to the issuance of a building permit. Number 4, building improvements visible from Woodward and Allen Springs Road will be oriented to face said road. And number 5, a plat consolidating properties will be recorded prior to the issuance of a building permit, resulting in increased lot coverage for the existing property unless a waiver is approved for said improvements. Looking over to page 2, there are just the conditional use permit findings for your reference if you need those. But looking back to page 1, under the points to consider, there are none pending public hearing and testimony of anything that we discussed. So be happy to answer any questions. That's all we have for staff.
Very good. Any questions from the board or the staff? Are the applicants here? Applicants are here. Does the board have any questions of the applicants? Any questions, applicants? Is there any opposition to this request? Any opposition? Motion, please.
I make the motion to approve the conditional use permit docket number 2026-C-01 for a religious institution with the conditions as presented in the staff report. The testimony presented in this public hearing has shown that the use is not detrimental to the public health, safety, or welfare in the zone in which it is proposed. The use will not contribute toward an overburdening of municipal services. The use will not result in increased traffic congestion, additional parking problems, substantial increase in population density, environmental problems, or constitute a nuisance, that the use otherwise meets the requirements of the zoning ordinance.
That's a proper motion.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Atkinson, second by Mr. Lockwood.
Ms. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Howell?
Yes.
Mr. Lockwood?
Yes.
Mr. Munford?
Yes.
Ms. Price?
Yes.
Chair Davenport?
Yes, your request has been approved. Looks like a good plan for y'all. Good luck to you. Thank you all for coming down. Best of luck. Our next request tonight, Karen Rachel Oates, applicant, and Karen R. Moats, owner, have filed an application requesting a CUP for a short-term rental on the property located at 564 Boyce Fairview Road. And this property is zoned AG agricultural. Amy.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We had a pre-application meeting in January for the property that you mentioned and highlighted in red. The current zoning is agriculture. Current land use is agriculture. And here is a site plan that the applicants supplied. And again, the applicant is requesting a CUP to operate a short-term rental. We do have some photos for you here. And then we'll go back to the site plan for reference. And middle of the page, zoning ordinance reference, the Article 5, Section 5.1 use table. A conditional use permit is required to operate a short-term rental on property zoned agriculture. Bottom of page 1 are those specific use standards for short-term rentals. Looking to page 2, under the conditions, the applicants did supply the following conditions. Number 1, a maximum of 4 rooms for rent. Number 2, rooms will not be individually rented. Number 3, a maximum of 4 guest vehicles in the designated parking area. Number 4, quiet hours will be from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Number 5, there will be no signage on the property. And then number 6, if the property is ever sold or the applicant ceases the use, the CUP will be null and void. My numbering got off. And then there are those conditional use permit findings for your reference. Back to page 1, under points to consider, there are none pending public hearing and testimony.
All right.
That's all we have for staff report. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions of the staff from the board? Any questions of the staff from the board? Is the applicant here? Would you step up? We might just have a couple of questions for the record.
Hello.
We need to swear you in, ma'am. Your full name and address?
I need to raise my right hand.
Okay, after he gets your name and address.
My name is Karen Rachel Oates, and my address is 564 Boyce Fairview Road, Alvaton, Kentucky, 42122.
And now, do you swear to tell the truth?
I do.
Thank you. How do you think this is, well, first of all, you're going to still live in the big house?
That is the only house on the property. I'm out of town a lot. My husband's in Texas, so.
So it's in that, I was thinking it
Yes,
was in that, it's
yes.
not in the house on the left-hand side of the driveway, it's in,
No, that's a barn.
okay.
That's a barn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't go up in it all the way. So it's going to be in the big house on the
Yes.
hill there, okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you think it's compatible with the neighborhood there?
I do. It's very private. 9, 10 months out of the year, you can't even see the house, and there's no close by neighbors. And it is just a very serene, amazing, peaceful property that I feel like our area, as it grows and we bring in people to visit Bowling Green, I think a lot of families would really enjoy it.
Okay. All right.
How big, is it a 4-bedroom house?
Yes, it's 3 bedrooms on the upstairs, and then there's a full basement. There's a bedroom and a
Okay.
bathroom down there. Yes.
Okay. All right. Any other questions of the applicant from the board? All right, thank you, ma'am. Any opposition to this request? Any opposition? Motion, please.
I make the motion to approve the conditional use permit docket number 2026-C-02 for a short-term rental with the conditions as presented in the staff report. The testimony presented in this public hearing has shown that the use is not detrimental to the public health, safety, or welfare in the zone in which it is proposed. The use will not contribute toward an overburdening of municipal services. The use will not result in increased traffic congestion, additional parking problems, substantial increase in population density, environmental problems, or constitute a nuisance, that the use otherwise meets the requirements of the zoning ordinance.
Yes, proper motion.
All right. Motion by Ms. Atkinson, second by
Second.
Mr. Mumford.
Ms. Atkinson,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Lockwood,
Yes.
Mr. Munford,
Yes.
Ms. Price,
Yes.
Chair Davenport.
Yes, that request has been approved, ma'am. Thank you, and good luck to you. All right. Our next request tonight, Trudy Capley has filed an application requesting a CUP for a religious institution on the property located at 611 Morgantown Road. And the property is zone OPR, Office Professional Residential. Rachel.
Thank you, Chair Davenport. We had a pre-application meeting back in January for the property at 611 Old Morgantown Road. You'll see it's a corner lot. Catherine Drive runs on the west side there. As you mentioned, the property is zoned OPR, Office Professional Residential, and the current land use is commercial. This is a zoomed-in aerial view of the property that shows parking and turnaround space and the entrance to the property, or to the building. And then we have some property photos as well, if we need to reference any of these. But for now, I will leave it back on the site plan, and we'll look at the staff report. You'll look down at the middle of page 1 and see that section 5.1, the use table requires a conditional use permit in order to operate a religious institution on the property in the OPR zone. And then looking down at just below that, you'll see there are 3 conditions that were supplied by the applicant. Church-related activities shall take place between 10 a.m. and 9 p.m., a maximum of 15 people in the congregation, and then last, a change of use permit shall be submitted to the Bowling Green Building Department in order to certify compliance with all applicable building codes. We have the conditional use permit findings below that for your reference, but other than that, looking at our points to consider, there are none pending public hearing testimony and discussion. Be happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Any questions of the staff from the board? Any questions of the staff from the board? Excuse me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is applicant here? I'm assuming you're the applicant. Just, you might not have to come up here. Does the board have any you got a question?
do.
Okay. Would you come up, please? Sweet. We'll need to get your full name and address, please.
My name is Trudy Capley. The property is 611 Old Morgantown Road, Bowling Green. I reside at 120 Hastings Drive in Franklin, Kentucky.
All right. And do you swear to tell the truth, ma'am?
I do.
Thank you. Courtney?
You have listed a maximum of 15 people in this. Is this a current congregation that you're moving, or?
Well, thank you. St. Luke's Anglican Church was established in 2008, and we have rented space in different locations in the city for about 8 or 9 years. We rented at the Block Chapel, but someone complained that we were there. But we paid rent about $2,400 a year, and over 9 years it's like $20,000. And then someone complained, and we went to we rented space at a church, but the same thing happened. They ran out of space and asked us to move.
I see.
And so it was right before Christmas, and so we would be homeless for Christmas, which prompted me to come down and speak with Amy and to ask if there's some way. This office has been used as a professional office,
Okay.
but
So do you own the building, or?
I am the owner of the building, and I'm the secretary for St. Anglican's Church. It's a mission now under the protection of the Archbishop and Primate Joshua Gillian of the Orthodox Anglican Church, which is part of the worldwide continuing Anglican Church. But we're small. Sometimes we're a little bit bigger, sometimes we're a little smaller.
So the 15, the only reason, obviously, it's not a huge building, a church, that's wonderful, but I was mostly concerned about parking, although the lot is very large, so I suppose if you grew in congregation and needed to enlarge, but our, as it is presented to us, I'm guessing, and this is a question for the staff, that if you exceed on a regular basis at 15, would she have to come back, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And the parking that's available on the property now is enough for
Accommodates.
15. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That was my question about the parking.
Thank you.
Is that it? All right. Any other questions of the applicant? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Any opposition to this request? Motion, please.
I make the motion to approve the conditional use permit docket number 2026-C-03 for a religious institution with the conditions as presented in the staff report. The testimony presented in this public hearing has shown that the use is not detrimental to the public health, safety, or welfare in the zone in which it is proposed. The use will not contribute toward an overburdening of municipal services. The use will not result in increased traffic congestion, additional parking problems, substantial increase in population density, environmental problems, or constitute a nuisance, that the use otherwise meets the requirements of the zoning ordinance.
Proper motion.
All right. Motion by Ms. Atkinson,
Second.
second by Mr.
Lockwood.
Lockwood. Okay.
Ms. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mr. Howe?
Yes.
Mr. Lockwood?
Yes.
Mr. Munford?
Yes.
Ms. Price? Yes. Chair Davenport?
Yes, your request has been approved, ma'am. Thank you, and good luck to you there.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Any discussion? No? All right, any old business?
We still have 2 appeals moving along like appeals move along.
Like my
Slowly.
glasses.
All right, any new business that we need to bring up? Well, this is a good meeting. We like these kind.
yeah.
Enjoy it. We're adjourned. Thank you.